everyone? Welcome back to our Take 4 show YouTube channel. What's going on, gentlemen?
Howdy.
Hey.
Hey, it's good to have everyone back and everyone who's watching via YouTube. We hope you guys have enjoyed the 2017 cinema season. It has been quite the year for all of us, whether in written reviews or podcasting. It's been quite the year. But let's go ahead and introduce everyone who is on the show. I am Andre Hutchins with the Backseat Directors Podcast. We have Ryan from Life of Films. How you doing, sir?
Yo, how's it going?
Good to see you. Mikey from Big Screen Breakdown.
That's right. Represent.
And then we have the Formal Review. How's it going, man?
There he is.
It's going good. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, looking sharp as always, man. You're always
Yeah.
you're always the one looking better than all of us. Ryan, you look dressed appropriately. You don't have your Superman shirt on when we're recording Star Wars.
Yeah, I thought I'd just go for a plain. I've actually got my Life of Films badge on.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Represent. Can't see it. Reps my colours. My colours are there.
Okay, well, everyone, I'm very excited for this show, as I'm sure all of you are as well. This is our first annual Take 4 award nomination show, and so yeah, we've got a lot of good stuff to discuss. We have a lot of good categories to go over, and all of you who are watching right now, just know that we are going to create basically the Take 4 award show nomination and selections for you guys as well. So we're going to have a survey with our nominations that you guys will select as well. You can tell us how we're right, you can tell us how we're wrong, and we'll just looking forward to some good discussion. So you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Formal, you go first, sir.
I'm gonna say my first nomination would be a Gary Oldman. I think him in The Darkest Hour is really good. I mean, he's already gotten some Oscar buzz for it, but I mean, Gary Oldman. Check out Life of Films Actor of the Week from I think it was last week.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a reason for that. He's been wanting it. I mean, I've loved the man for a while, so I think it's about time. So, and he does a fantastic job as Winston Churchill. So
Very good.
He does a fantastic job in absolutely everything. I've never seen him, even in bad films, he's still amazing. So,
Yeah,
choice.
Absolutely. Okay, Ryan, you go second.
Okay, so I went for, because this is something that actually really bugs me, so people might raise their eyes, but I went for Andy Serkis as Caesar. And now the
very
film
good.
itself
Very
may be a little bit questionable, but it bugs me that he's never been taken seriously for that, because it's phenomenal. Like, literally, I probably got my most emotional from watching him, and he's a monkey in it. So, like, straight up Andy Serkis.
No, that's great. I like that. Mikey, go ahead.
I went, as the comic book lover, I went for Hugh Jackman and Logan.
Ooh.
Nice.
Because it's a perfect send-off for Wolverine. And I don't have a single problem with anything. And he played two roles, technically, because he was able to do the Old Man Logan and X-24, the crazy berserker man. So, Hugh Jackman and Logan.
Are you sure it's not Hugh Jackman and The Greatest Showman as P.T. Barnum?
I mean, we can just do Hugh Jackman in general, which would just be a great actor.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
Double up.
Those are all excellent. I'm actually seconding Gary Oldman for my nomination as Best Actor. So yeah, I just saw it just a couple days ago, and I was blown away. I loved it. He was fantastic. Mikey, why don't you lead us off on this one?
Best actress. Sticking with my comic book roots here, I'm gonna go with Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. It's
Ooh.
everybody. No one thought that movie would work and that she could hold her own movie, and everybody put her acting to question. Is she the greatest actress in the world ever? No, but as Wonder Woman, she did exactly what she needed to do, and I think it was perfect. And people are looking at her as Wonder Woman like people looked at Christopher Reeves as Superman. So
Yeah.
I think she proved herself as Wonder Woman. So that's what I'm going for.
It was against all odds, really, wasn't it? I think everyone was expecting a lot from her, and she delivered. So yeah, definitely.
Yep.
No, I think that's very fair. Just because Mikey, you like spot on with like how she is for Wonder Woman, Christopher Reeves was Superman. It's like she was born to be among all the other comic book characters as well. So okay, Formal, why don't you go next?
All right, well, I'm gonna go with Jessica Chastain from Molly's Game.
Wow, nice.
I think Molly's Game, it's in my top 10 films of the year. So I really liked her portrayal in that as a woman who's like being essentially everyone telling her that she's essentially replaceable, and clearly she wasn't. She could easily do things on her own. And I love that film, and it honestly was run by her and through her. So, yeah, I think she's definitely worth it.
Very worthy choice. Okay, I'm gonna go next, and a Formal. Mine came down to Frances McDormand and Jessica Chastain, and I went with Frances McDormand on this one. It was so close, though, so close. But yeah, Frances McDormand, 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. It's kind of hard to describe a performance like she had in that movie without seeing it. So that she is my choice for Best Actress. Okay, Ryan. You've got last nomination.
So I went for Daphne Keane.
Okay.
I think that obviously for such a girl of that age, like it bugs me. I think that kids, when sometimes you see a lot of kids are casted in films, and they've got to have some serious talent to be able to do that. And not only was her acting amazing and really drew emotion, especially towards the end of Logan, but just the her fighting, the amount of like stunts and stuff that she did in that is just generally brilliant. So yeah, that was my answer on that one.
Oh, that's good, man. That's really good. We're going to circle back to that, too, because I'll bring that back up again. Mikey, why don't you go first?
My Best Supporting Actor. I had 2 picks for this, and I don't know if I want to say them because one of you guys might have the other one. So I'm going to go with Sir Patrick Stewart in Logan.
He was on mine.
The same reason Hugh Jackman is just the perfect send-off for Professor X. And you saw him go to a place that you hadn't seen Professor X go before, because he's always basically dressed just like Formal is dressed, and he's always so proper and knows everything. And then you see him as a broken old man, and he's lost half his mind. And just that place that Patrick Stewart took it when in that movie is just perfect. So, yeah, Patrick Stewart, Logan.
Very good. Okay, I'll go next. So this one was kind of a difficult choice for me too, especially it's going to go back to 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Even though this movie does not make my top 10 list, and I did enjoy the movie, it just doesn't make my top 10. Sam Rockwell's performance, in my opinion, even outshined Frances McDormand. I thought she was excellent, but Sam Rockwell was just so incredibly good in that movie. So he is my nomination. But I do want to make mention of this, though, just because I think it's deserving. I don't know if you guys saw The Zookeeper's Wife earlier this year, also with Jessica Chastain. But Johan Heldenberg, who plays her husband in that movie, I think I think more attention needs to be given to his performance. If you guys haven't seen that movie, just look for Johan Heldenberg in that movie. Okay, Ryan, why don't you go next? Best Supporting Actor.
So Best Supporting Actor is... I went for Patrick Stewart as well.
Oh, very good. Very good.
So on that one, I don't have a backup on that one, to be honest, because really, it's Patrick Stewart for me. I'm kind of disappointed that he hasn't really got as much attention already. Obviously, we haven't had the Oscar nominations yet, but usually there's a trend with that when it's for the other awards. But
it does seem pretty unfair for those movies that do come out earlier in the year. Yeah, or those movies that February, March, April. It's an uphill battle for them.
Yeah.
Okay, Formal.
So I'm gonna second that.
Yeah, Formal. Go ahead and send us off for Best Supporting Actor.
All right, I got Christopher Plummer from All the Money in the World.
Nice.
So I just saw this movie actually yesterday. I'll be doing my full review on it probably tomorrow. But in short, Christopher Plummer is one of the biggest highlights of that film. And I mean, the controversy aside with the whole Kevin Spacey, aside from that, I read that like Ridley Scott actually wanted Christopher Plummer before they cast Kevin Spacey, and you can tell it's just so great. I mean, Christopher Plummer is I don't know his age, but he's really up there, and it's one of like his best performances. I've seen him like when he was younger doing Sound of Music. It's so interesting to see like how far he's come, and he carries that film as a more cheap, like Scrooge McDuck type of character. So like you think Scrooge McDuck is cheap, you haven't met Christopher Plummer.
Well, just on that note, and I think that's an excellent choice though, is he plays Scrooge in The Man Who Invented Christmas, and for me he was the best part of the movie as Scrooge. So maybe that's just like, yeah, that's his.
He's good at playing cheap people.
I'll go ahead and kick this one off. My nomination is Elizabeth Olsen in Wind River. I was so impressed with what she was able to do with that character in that movie. And so how Ryan, what you said about, that children actors don't get enough attention, my honorable mention for that one is actually McKenna Grace from Gifted for Best Supporting Actress. And if you guys haven't seen that one, highly recommend it. So Elizabeth Olsen. Formal, why don't you go next?
All right, I actually have kind of a film that I saw like I don't remember how long ago, back like I think in early October, with honorable mention Jake Gyllenhaal in Stronger for Best Actor, but Tatiana Maslany, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that last name right, but anyway, she plays his girlfriend in that film, and she, I think, really knocks it out of the park. Like, I mean, their chemistry in the entire film is great, but I think like her performance in that is worth Best Supporting Actress. And it talks about how she is basically the support of somebody who's handicapped and represents anybody who's doing with home care and stuff like that and the struggles they go through. And she does a great job in that.
Very good. Very good. Okay, Ryan, why don't you go next?
Okay, so this is going to be a weird one because you guys got this film before me, but we only got it in 2017, so I'm going with it. And she actually already won an award for her role in this. Was Viola Davis in Fences?
Oh, yeah.
So that film actually came out at the end of January, so nearly a year ago, last year. So that film is absolutely brilliant. And yeah, not actually long recently watched it, to be honest. I didn't catch it at the cinema. But yeah, came out this year. And to be honest, she already won Best Picture, Best Supporting Actress for the Academy Award for that one. But she is absolutely brilliant. So that's mine.
Excellent, man. Excellent.
Hey, this is to the.
Yeah, no, I think and
this is to the public. So
and that's something that I think we should make mention, obviously to anyone who's watching this show right now on YouTube is, Ryan hails all the way from the UK. And so, just with how movies are released here in the US and then nationally as well, there are just some movies that they just don't get, So
they get like that Jake Gyllenhaal Stronger that you were talking about. I don't even think it's even come out in the UK yet.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
So it's like
so
sometimes
for you guys, that'll be like a 2018 movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Mikey, finish us up with Best Supporting Actress.
Okay, well, I don't know if this voids out my pick because Ryan had picked her for Best Actress, but I had picked Daphne Keane from Logan, just putting the spotlight on child actors and just how good she was in that movie. And like, she barely says anything, but she acts with everything that she does, and the way that she emotes and her crazy screams and stuff like that. But I don't know if that cancels it out because he's got her for actress. So if it doesn't, fine. But yeah, Daphne Keane, Logan. Again.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, 2017. Well, I would give an honourable mention to actual composer of Michael Giacchino, who's actually had a brilliant year for all things film. Yeah. But sadly, my nomination will not go to anything that he's done this year because my favourite score, which I still listen to today, and surprisingly enough, because I didn't actually like the film, but that's not anything to do with it, is Daniel Pemberton's score for King Arthur. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. The film is absolutely dreadful, and I think I put it for like 1 star. But that bugs me. That bugs me because Daft Punk's score for Tron was unbelievable. Like that score was incredible.
Yes,
And I
yeah.
don't think it even got nominated because the film was rubbish. And I completely disagree with that. It's completely different. They should be separated and looked at separately. And the score for King Arthur is wicked. I still listen to it now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, I'll go ahead and go next because it sounds like Formal disagreed. So, my nomination does go to King Arthur: Legend of the Sword. Daniel Pemberton created one of the most incredible, most incredible scores I've heard in a film in years. My honorable mention, though, does go to Michael Giacchino for War for the Planet of the Apes, because
That was going to be. I was gonna have
those
that one as
those
well.
two soundtracks I've listened to more than any other soundtracks this year. But yeah, King Arthur is my choice. Mikey, go next.
Well, screw honorable mentions because my pick is Michael Giacchino for War for the Planet of the Apes.
Woo!
So
Very
it
good,
makes the
very
list because
Yes.
yeah, we talked me and you, Andre, we reviewed it on your show, and yeah, we went for a while talking about the score. So
It was my
It's
favorite part of the
amazing.
movie. It is
Yeah.
amazing. It really is. And Michael Giacchino, dude, if you look at his line of work, he's going to go down as one of the best film composers ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, what he did with Rogue One.
Yeah.
I still listen to the Rogue One.
Yeah.
Like, amazing.
yeah. And he did Coco, and I mean, Coco was phenomenal too. I mean, Coco was so good. So
but yeah, War for the Planet of the Apes for me, Michael Giacchino.
very good, very good. Okay, Formal. Let's hear what you got.
So it was hard for me, but I think it boils down to how I felt after the film and how much I've actually when listening to it, it reminds me of certain moments
I know what
in
you-
the film.
Are you going to say Danny Elfman? You're going to say Danny
No.
Elfman, aren't you?
Oh my
I-
god.
No, I am not.
Shoot.
Come on.
I would say Benjamin Wallfish. I think is how you say his name.
Ooh, yes.
Or It.
Wallfish.
Oh,
Ah,
wow.
yeah.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
Oh.
And the reason
Yeah.
is like I said, listening to that, I can feel just as creeped out as watching that movie.
Yeah.
Like, and honorable mention, Hans Zimmer in Blade Runner. That does get honorable mention for me. But, or Michael, I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Giacchino?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But for me, I can listen to and be creeped out just as much as watching the movie, and for me that equals a great score.
That's awesome, man. Well,
good
hey,
stuff.
just to tie it back in, though, to Blade Runner 2049, along with Hans Zimmer, he composed it with Benjamin Wallfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Benjamin Wallfish did the track in Dunkirk, which is arguably the best track in Dunkirk. When the
I'm actually surprised you
fishermen
guys didn't
come
say
across.
Dunkirk, to be honest.
I've had this conversation
No, to be
offline with
honest,
Ryan in that it was I liked it, but I wasn't as impressed. I thought, for a Hans Zimmer score, it wasn't one of his best.
You could just tell that he was told just to build tension.
Okay, all right, everyone, that was a good one. I like that category. So let's go ahead and move on to. It's getting bigger and better. Formal, you go first, sir.
Oh, geez, this is hard actually for me.
It is.
It's very hard. I think I think I'm gonna go with Villain View for Blade Runner.
Ooh, yeah.
The reason is that because of what he had to do as a director. Not to disrespect other directors in this category because there are a lot of other good ones, but Villain View had to take he went out on a limb to do what he had to do. Like he had to take a movie that came out over 20 years prior and essentially do a sequel, but keep it true to this original. And he did that and made it bigger and honestly better. And for me,
Yeah, a lot of people saying that.
yeah, so it's long. It doesn't bother me. I saw it twice. So for me, that for direction, and I think that he hasn't got as much notice as he should for that.
Very good. Very good.
Cool.
Okay, Mikey, go next.
My pick is out of left field. Well, not really the pick out of left field, but the whole scenario came out of left field. I'm picking Jordan Peele for Get Out because you got a guy that came from sketch comedy with Key and Peele, and then he made one of the best films, in my opinion, of 2017. Directed it, wrote and directed it. So I'm going for Jordan Peele for Get Out.
Very good, very good. Okay, so I even now, like, I feel like I don't really know what my choice is for best director. For me, it comes down to Christopher Nolan in Dunkirk and Catherine Bigelow for Detroit. And
those are part of my choices too.
So, and I really want to give it to Catherine Bigelow because of the type of topic that she really, really successfully was able to cover and tell an incredible story, of that true event history. But oh my gosh, Dunkirk blew me away so much seeing it IMAX and what that film just was able to portray on screen. I was so blown away that I think I'm going to give it to Christopher Nolan for Best Director in Dunkirk. Okay, Ryan, finish this up, sir.
Well, you all know what I'm going for. I think Andre, I think in the voting process you should have Catherine Bigelow just to shake things up, because if that's what you seem quite passionate about as well. But Christopher Nolan for being obviously British as well, like for telling that story. Well, no, not because he's British, but for telling the story, like telling one of the most legendary stories for his era. It's something that we learn about at school, and it's incredible.
Right.
And he does it really well. I don't really need to sell it. It's a brilliant film, and he's a brilliant director, and yeah, that's my nomination.
No, and Brian, I think that's a great call out too, just because at least for us within the U.S., like the two stories that I feel like get the most attention when it comes to World War II history for like on the U.S. side is Pearl Harbor and then D-Day, the invasion of Normandy.
Yeah.
And so for, what Dunkirk means to the U.K., I can see its relevance. And but yeah, I mean, definitely worthy choice. Who wants to go first on this one? Should I go first? I think maybe I'll go first. So
yeah, go for it, Andre.
Yeah, go on, Andre. Go.
It's Dunkirk, man. It's Dunkirk. Dunkirk wins Best Picture for me, and there are some very worthy choices out there, and I've got a list of at least 5 that I was considering, but Dunkirk for me is the winner. Ryan, why don't you go next?
So for me, and sorry, Mikey, because I know you're gonna have this one, but it's Logan.
Ooh. Ooh.
No, Logan is a phenomenal film, and it bugs me that because it falls into the comic book genre that it's getting, is because it's got phenomenal acting in it. Great story, the way it's filmed, the Logan Noir is just absolutely beautiful. Generally, everything from it is great, and I'm disappointed that it's not getting as mission as it should. But yeah, Logan.
You almost think that they should have released the Logan Noir film in theaters instead of
it probably would have got might have got a little bit that extra bump.
Right.
Might it, like, because of that artisticness to it, might give it an extra bump to get it there, but no.
Formal, what is your best picture 2017?
I am back and forth between 2 films, but I'm going to go off of what Mikey just said for Best Director and say Get Out.
Dang it.
And for me, the reason is, and I was back and forth between that and Shape of Water, but for me, Get Out, I think, is better just for a personal, it spoke to me a little bit more, because Shape of Water is just as fantastic in my mind, but Get Out just had the message that it had, coming out of the gate. I mean, this movie came back like a little under, like 11 months ago. Like, and no one expects February movies to do well.
Right.
So, I mean, this is a movie that when I saw it, I was just like, oh, Jordan Peele from the Key and Peele show. And going off what Mikey said on Best Director, he does such an amazing job creating this film that discusses a message that a lot, that I guess can go through many generations, and I think that even rewatching it, you see little intricacies that just like make how well this film was made, how well it was written, and you just put it all together and you get a great horror film that also has comedic elements to it.
Very good. Very good. Okay, Mikey, finish us up.
Well, I was gonna say either Logan, and then he said Logan, so I was gonna say, all right, I'll say Get Out, and then Norman says Get Out. So
Okay, which is it going to be? You got to choose, sir.
I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring for Logan then. So I'll side with Logan just because I have it on my list more often than Get Out. So
Very
I'll
good.
put Logan.
Very good. Okay, so let's do it this way. I'll start. Mikey, you go next. Formal, you go third. Ryan, you will go fourth, okay? Okay, so Ryan,
Cool.
you'll go last, okay? And we'll just do it that order. So I'll go first, Mikey second, Formal third, Ryan last. Okay. Best comic book movie of 2017, Wonder Woman. Mikey.
Logan.
Formal.
Logan.
Ryan.
Logan.
All right, just to shake it up, I'll throw Spider-Man: Homecoming in there.
Hey, that was my honorable mention. Very good.
I'll throw in Lego Batman.
Ooh, very good, very good, very good. Okay, best action adventure, Dunkirk.
But about what I have, Baby Driver.
Oh, that was very good. Honorable mention. Okay, Formal.
John Wick 2.
Nice,
Oh, I
nice.
had that on
Oh
there too.
shoot, I forgot that was a 2017 film. Dang it, that's a good one. Ryan, you're up.
Baby Driver or John Wick 2.
John Wick 2 was incredible. Good choices, guys. Okay, best musical or comedy, The Greatest Showman, Mikey.
I'm going to go because it won for comedy at the Golden Globes. I'm going to go with Get Out.
Very good. Formal.
I'm gonna say, to throw from Redfield, Girls Trip. I mean, yeah, Girls Trip.
Girls
Nice, nice. Very good. Okay, Rye.
Thor Ragnarok, classed as a comedy.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
it does.
Okay, best sci-fi, Blade Runner 2049, Mikey.
Uh,
Oh no, wait! Actually, I gave the wrong one.
For
That
Thor?
classed as a comedy. That was my honorable mention.
Which
No.
one?
No,
Wait.
rewind. No, sorry, go back.
Okay, best.
Jumanji.
Oh, for
Jumanji.
comedy.
'Cause-
Oh,
'cause
very good.
Thingy,
Oh.
because Jack Black was amazing.
Oh, nice. Very good.
The comedy.
Very good. Okay,
Sorry.
cool. No,
Sorry.
I
Well,
like it. I like
completely
it.
mental there.
Okay, best sci-fi, Blade Runner 2049, Mikey, you're up.
I'm going to shake it up and I'm going to say Star Wars. Boom.
Ooh, okay, Formal.
I'm gonna say War for the Planet of the Apes.
Nice. Very good. Okay, Ryan.
It's got a whole ocean.
Now
bro.
I go Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, best drama, Wind River, Mikey.
You know what? When I looked up dramas, The Greatest Showman popped up. So I'm going to throw that in there for dramas.
Very good. Very good. Formal.
Mudbound.
Nice. Nice. The Netflix movie. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray. Let's see if you...
Because it was released in 2017 for myself, the founder.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good choice. Okay, best horror thriller, It. Mikey?
It.
Yeah. Okay, Formal.
I'm gonna, so we don't have everyone saying the same thing. I'm gonna say The Killing of the Sacred Deer.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay, Ray.
It's
Very nice. Okay, best romance, The Big Sick, Mikey.
I'm going to go to my childhood and say Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, formal. Very good.
Shape of Water.
Nice.
Oh.
Ray?
and yeah, I'm gonna go the Big Sick.
Very good. Okay, last one. Best animated, Coco.
I agree with Coco, but to shake it up, I'm going to say Lego Batman.
Oh, very good. Very good. Formal.
I agree with both of those, but to shake it up, I'll say Cars 3.
Oh.
Hey, Cars 3 gets a bad rap, man. I really like Cars 3. I thought it was good. Okay, right.
I don't understand of all the Disney Pixar films why there needs to be 3 car films, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
there should have only ever been 2, so let's just say that.
Yeah, I'll go Coco.
Very good. Very good. Okay, everyone. Well, this has been our first annual 2017 Take 4 Awards show. So just a disclaimer, anyone who's watching, obviously, we have not seen every film that has come out in 2017. We have tried to see as many as possible. The formal review here has seen the most. So if anyone is interested in, obviously going to see his reviews, he has seen so many movies. But yeah, we have tried to see as many films, and we have tried to make this as objective as possible. And so we hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to check out our survey and our nominations that you guys get to select for the Take 4 award show as well. We'll have that posted here shortly. And tell us how we're right, tell us how we're wrong. Can't wait to interact with all you guys. Okay, to send us out, why don't we let everyone know how they can follow us and get a hold of us. Again, I'm Andre Hutchins with the Backseat Directors Podcast. Follow me on Twitter at the BD Podcast, and you can find the podcast on iTunes. Okay, Mikey.
My name is Mikey. I do a podcast called Big Screen Breakdown with my wife, Jen. And you can follow us at Big Screen Pod on everything. And our podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, pretty much everywhere you get podcasts.
Formal
Review. By the time of this release, I will be only on Box Office Buzz, so check out their Twitter. I'm on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, everything. Find me at The Formal Review.
Very good. Ryan?
So, Ryan from lifeoffilms.com. That's all you need to know, really. Pop on by and get reading.
All right, guys. Until next time, happy 2018. Hope everyone enjoyed the 2017 just films and everything that went into 2017.
Yeah.
It was a great year. And until next episode, see you guys.
Bye.
Audio.